What do you measure in an agile world? You should probably be focusing on the how, not the what. We focus so much on how fast we can run, but not how quickly the baton is moving throughout the organization. We have middle offices, back offices, and we make efforts not to talk to each other. Evidence-based management from Scrum.org is one approach that you could look at, where they look at current value, which is how well are you milking the metaphorical cow you have at the moment. You've got time to market, how quickly are we serving the market, how often are we releasing, and ability to innovate, which I often refer to as inability to innovate. What's slowing us down? What's preventing us from delivering value? And then unrealized value, which is often underrated. What experiments are we doing to discover the next customer job, the next customer, the next product, the next service? All of these things are useful. There's another model as well called the logic model, where you can measure outcomes, look at changes in customer behavior. Looking at impact, the entire revenue of the company, is a bit too much for teams to be looking at, but they can be looking at when they deliver features, when they deliver changes. Did it make a difference to the customer? Did it make a difference to the end user? Often, though, these outcomes take a while, so we have some leading indicators. You might look at outputs. Just be careful that you've got some countermeasures. You measure outputs too long and you could end up having a feature factory just measuring how many features you're delivering and not how much of a difference you're making. I think my favorite measurement of all is switching cost. How much does it cost us to switch from one idea to another? And that can often be led by what's our cycle time? How long does it take us to get a project or an investment through the system? And how can we pivot to a different idea without having to cancel the idea that's already in progress? That's our switching cost. How quickly can we turn on a dime for a dime? But also you need to make sure your people are inspired. So the things that are maybe harder to measure are the things that we need to be watching out for. So how are our people feeling, how engaged are they, and so on. There's a whole set of measures there. But if I was to just say one word, the how. Measure the how, not the what. Thank you.